So we are starting with the second recipe, that's a spicy tartar sushi cake. Here, if you're a vegetarian, just stick to only avocado. But if you're non-vegetarian, you can use salmon. I will be making it along with salmon. But as I mentioned earlier, you can use only avocados. I'll be telling you how and the way to use it. So this is the smoked salmon. I'm using Norwegian smoked salmon. These are the salmon pieces, what you get ready-made in the market. So to make the tartar, if you will see the recipe, mix everything together. So it can be only avocado. You can do a mix of Norwegian salmon and avocado. So I'm just adding few salmon pieces here, just a bit, and avocado and salmon I'm using here to make the tartar. It's very little of the salmon. But now if you're a vegetarian, just completely stick to salmon. No need of adding, completely stick to avocado. No need of adding salmon. To this, we'll be adding some sesame seeds. Little of it. We'll be adding some togarashi powder. So by now, you would have understood the importance of using togarashi powder. It's maximum used in entire sushi making. We'll be using some mayonnaise. Again, you can use Hellmann's or whatever mayonnaise you use. I'm using Hellmann's as of now. You can use the Japanese mayo also, which is traditionally used. So just adding this here. So this goes here. And with this, we'll be using wakame. Now, wakame is again a seaweed which is found in dried form, and you need to rehydrate it in water. It's completely non-vegetarian right now. I also don't have wakame, so I'm not using. But it is a seaweed. It's available online on Amazon and Urban Platter. They are dried seaweed which you need to rehydrate in water and then use them. So these are jalapenos. I'm just using the tinned jalapenos and I'm just chopping them out here. You can use the fresh one either. We'll be adding some zest of lemon, that's the outer part of lemon. And we'll be adding some lemon juice, some sesame oil, and some soy sauce. So this is the sesame oil. Also, while you're layering the cake, so remember to apply oil on the inner ring of the cake, so that's easy for you to lift the rice later on. So that is one of the tips which I forgot to tell in the first video. So remember to apply oil, and we'll be adding some soy sauce. And this is your salmon tartar. So this is your avocado tartar, salmon tartar, whatever you want to make at home. Just give it a nice mix and this is ready to use. So let's start making our second cake, where I'll be using the green rice. You remember I had made those rice with the spirulina powder. So we'll be using that in the next recipe. So right now I'm using the springform tin. Applies very little of the oil to your hand and then on the sides, as I mentioned, very little, and try to use sesame oil rather. Because you don't want your sushi to taste oily. So just very little you need to apply on the sides of the tin so that the rice doesn't stick at all. So layering the rice. So this is like an upside down. So that is the reason why I made that below layer with sushis and avocados so that it looks beautiful. Just going to layer it here. Always remember you have to press everything tightly because it's a cake, or else later on you will be facing a lot of issues. And just remember to pile everything at the corner. Water needs to be really handy whenever you're working with sushis because it will not stick to your hand, or else everything is going to keep on sticking to your hands. So just like this. So just pressing everything inside. Now on the top here, what am I going to do is I'll be using nori. So nori, we know it's a seaweed sheet, and nori is authentic to use. You get different noris. I'm using this company called as Yokoso. I'll be sharing you the link. So just pressing everything tightly. Yes. And this layer is done perfectly. Now this is the nori sheet. I'll just be cutting it into a round and I'm going to just place it on the top. So we'll just cut this nori sheet. So I'm just cutting this nori into a perfect circle for it to fit inside. So, okay, there is something more from here. Just cutting some from here. So this is the bottom layer of my sushi cake. This will go in the fridge for 1 hour and then I'm going to demold this. So this one will be like a upside down. Slowly I'm just going to upside down. I'll be showing you how we do this one. It's very easy, just lifting it and just tilting it, because once it's in the fridge, your rice and everything is set perfectly. So press nori completely. And this is your second sushi. That's the spicy tartar sushi cake. I hope that you've liked the recipe and I've explained it very well. So if you have still any questions, so after we do the reversible part, then you can use some togarashi cream, what we had made. If you want, you can just put up some pickled vegetables. You can just decorate it with some cream cheese, microgreens, edible flowers, whatever you have. If you want to make your top look more beautiful, so we can do that also. So the salmon sushi was in the fridge. It's approximately 1.5 hours. Try to keep it more than 3 hours in the fridge. So let's demold this one and show you. So if you'll see, just I'll be using the spatula so that everything is sticking. Just remove this string. If there is something what falls down also, it's absolutely okay. You can always stick it back because it's just the rice. And now with the help of other plate, I'm just going to uplift this one. So just uplift it. Just trying to take all in the center, but it's okay. Just going to slowly remove the top layer. If something is sticking also, it's absolutely okay. We can always adjust it back. So let's do the topping. You can use any cream cheese. You want to use the plain, you want to use the wasabi one, anything, whatever you like. I'm using the togarashi one and just piping some here. So it's your personal choice, whatever flavor you want to, you can just put it on the top, or you can always do a mix of flavors. And then after that, if you want to use some pickled vegetables or anything in the center, you can just give a contrast with some beetroots. And also we had some radish. So it's like your personal choices. You could just decorate, show your creativity when you're doing a sushi. So this is how the sushi cake looks like. So this is one of the recipes. You can still decorate it more the way you want to and serve this one. Also, one more thing what you can do to decorate this one is some sesame seeds. You can use some toasted sesame seeds. Definitely use toasted one, not the other one. And try to use black rather than white. But right now I don't have black, so I'm just using some white out here. Black will give it a very nice look also. So this way you can always put some sesame on the side and give it a nice effect. So just get it sticked. And this is how your another sushi cake is ready. So these are all your own creations. You can use some togarashi also, whatever you want to. And you can decorate this sushi. So this is your salmon sushi. You want to do the veg. As I mentioned earlier, just play with avocado and make this one.